What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? What's up? What's up? What's up, my people? Good. Is it morning? Good afternoon. What is up? What is up? Wait, hold on. Let's get the charts up. Let's get the charts up. All right, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Domini Star. Is it Tyan? Mario, welcome in. So, today is a Friday. Today, we're looking forward to ending the week absolutely amazing. Hey, Kawel. All good, bro. Just, looking to get something sweet today, to be honest. I'm looking for a long. I do want us to sweep those lows right there, these lows, right? But it's pretty much short term, right? I'm trying to get in and out very quickly. So if the market opens, we sweep these lows, we get that move. I'll see if we can catch a long, but this is short term. Like looking at price action from 2 days ago, we are most likely going to head down pretty much maybe the entire week next week, right? Excuse me. All right, guys, welcome in. What is your bias for today? Guys, what is your bias for today? What are you guys looking at? What are you guys looking at for today? Bro, Dorothy, you shot your shot. That's the end. Bye bye. Okay, looking for sales. It does make sense. I mean, sales, it does make sense. If you see a move, I mean, I always preach. You see a move that preaches something, act on it. Okay. For me, I want us to dig deeper, a little deeper before we actually get the sales. But yeah. Cool. You said we swept liquidity. What liquidity specifically are you looking at? On gold, you mean? Yeah. You see, I was saying that we needed to dig deeper, and I think that has happened, right? Right to the area that I mentioned in the Telegram. And at this point, right, I feel like price can now move up on gold. So daily time frame on gold. Let's see. Daily time frame on gold. Oh, you said you're looking for sales on gold or Nasdaq? Which one? But on gold, like looking at what price is now, we might be moving up. Okay, back to the Nasdaq. Okay, so ideally, if you zoom out on gold, right? Let me zoom out. First of all, you can tell that, extremely bullish, right? I put this thing on the chart so that we can see like the overall trend. So this is pretty much an EMA, a trend following EMA as an indicator that, literally follows the trend and tells you what the current trend is. So as you can see, gold has been bullish for quite some time. Yes, we had some pullbacks for a couple of days, right? We were literally moving down, right? We did sweep some liquidity and then we've started to turn back around. Okay, so ideally, looking at the past couple of days, which is about how many days now? About, yeah, over a month, right? It's starting to show us that price is, turning back around. We've tapped into some daily gaps, right? You can see that we've tapped into some daily gaps right here, tapped into a slight daily gap right here, and then we pushed up, broke above this. Okay. Now, this doji, which was yesterday's price action, was an indecision candle. But usually, when you have this doji preceding, like when it follows an aggressively bullish candle, you can just assume that the following candle is going to be bullish, right? Or the following day. This is a daily, right? So you can assume that this is going to be a bullish, it's going to have a bullish close. If this was kind of like bearish, right? This doji was kind of bearish, then you would assume that, okay, you would like tap into maybe this gap right here before price turned around, okay? So I went down to the lower time frames. Lower time frames for me on gold is the 15-minute, okay? And I noticed that I looked at the last leg, which was this one, this leg right here. Okay, so what I did was I just used the fibs from this low to this high. And I was anticipating that, okay, so at least we need to do like 50% of that move, right? That's why I put that in the group chat, right? So I wanted price to come to at least 50% of the range before like moving back to the upside. And it has done that, right? This candle right here tells you that there was a rejection in the zone. Next candle, literally a bullish candle. So in terms of sales, I'm not like 100% confident with sales on gold, at least for today. So maybe, I mean, I may be wrong. Price action can do whatever the hell it wants, right? But I am anticipating that at least we continue shooting up. At least maybe to take this. If you're bullish, then maybe to take this. But if you're bearish, then perhaps maybe a deeper pullback to take liquidity down here, right? So that's it. That's basically my analysis on gold. I'm leaning more bullish than bearish. On the Nasdaq, I am looking to see a liquidity sweep at the open, followed by rejection back to the upside. Yeah. Yes, sir. So that's what we're looking for. Market opens in 24 minutes, guys. We have to be absolutely locked in. We have to be locked in, guys. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. YouTube family, what's up? US 30. All right, let's pop into US 30 real quick. I haven't actually looked at US 30 today. Okay, let's see. Hey, good day, bro. What's good? What's good? What's good? Are you ready for the session? What's my bias? On the Nasdaq, I am bullish, guys. I'm short-term bullish, not long-term bullish. Long-term, I am bearish. US 30, interesting price action. Okay, so on US 30, I believe we might want to close this gap, the gap from the from July 31st. I noticed that we came close, but we didn't close that gap. So on US 30, right, we might actually be pulling back into something to take price lower. That's what I'm kind of looking at, right, for US 30. So if I were to look for anything on US 30 today, I would probably be looking for a short opportunity, maybe somewhere in this area, somewhere in this gap, this hourly gap, for price to come in here and then, skedaddle to the downside. All right, so that's it for me on US 30. What else? We have some time, so what else? What else are we looking at? What else are we looking at? What else are we looking at? So price has reacted on the Nasdaq, right? Price has reacted from what? Yeah, this OB breaker. Yes, pretty much in an order block right now. It's pretty much in this OB, right? But what is interesting is we, inside of that OB, we do have a gap. So usually when the OB is sitting inside a gap like this, usually price can come back to it. Like price can like disrespect this OB and come deeper into this gap. So it'll be nice to see that today. Incognito, what's good? I'm doing fantastic, bro. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Doing absolutely fantastic. But it's interesting. I'm thinking a lot of people will see this and be like, we're reacting from that OB. See, I have this OB marked here, right? We're reacting for this from this OB, so they might try to look for shorts out of this. But usually what I do is if you look on the 30-minute, I try to understand what is happening on the 30. On the 30-minute, we tap this significant support zone and immediately bounced out of it. And we started to break structure to the upside. Okay, started to break structure, and you can tell that it's bullish order flow. Like in this area, look at gold 1 hour. Okay, hold on. I'll check it right now. Gold on the 1 hour looks beautiful. Okay, hold on. I'll take a look at it. So as I was saying, like we're respecting bullish order flow right here. Guys, hold on a sec. We're expecting bullish order flow. You can see that we're tapping into gaps and pushing up. Yeah, I used to do that actively, like S&P and Nasdaq, but now I don't really actively do that. What I've done is I just have like a mini chart of the S&P 500 somewhere on my screen. If you're on TikTok, you wouldn't see that, but on YouTube, you'll see that. I have it down there just to, spot S&Ps and whatnot. But I'm not like actively like looking at it for anything, right? Okay, so here, inside this huge 30-minute gap, right? We're still seeing price respect bullish order flow, tap in, push out, tap in, push out. So ideally, we're still bullish until we break some low, maybe this low right here, right? We can use this as maybe invalidation. Once we close below this, then maybe, yeah, it is what it is. We might be getting down. All right, but for now, I do want to see what happens once we sweep liquidity. All right. All right, so let's look at gold on a 1 hour. We just looked at gold. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Guest, are you in the Telegram? Are you in the Telegram? If you're in the Telegram, you probably would have caught a trade here. Right. This was exactly where I anticipated price was gonna get into. If you look in the Telegram, you would see that level. And what do you know? Price is pulling back. Is pulling back to the upside. That is pretty cool. So yeah, guest. For me, I feel like gold is bullish. Gold might be seeking these highs. Yeah, gold might be seeking these highs today. But anything I say here is not financial advice. I want you guys to also go do your analysis and make sure you're confident in whatever decisions you're making before you make them. All right. All right. The Nasdaq has swept that level. I didn't want it to do that. I didn't want it to do that like just yet, but it is. What I've been noticing on the Nasdaq is the moves have been happening pre-market. I don't know what is changing, but the moves have been happening pre-market. Anyway. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. So. Um, bottom tick is bottom tick around. Is bottom tick in the stream? Bottom tick pop up. All right, so this is the exact area that I would have been looking for an entry if the markets were open, but the markets are not open. So we gotta wait. We have to wait. Who asked about SMTs though? Okay, CC, you asked about SMT. So we do have an SMT um, with S&P right now. Okay, we do have an SMT. So that could actually, what that could do is that could actually send price lower. Anyway, all right. Incognito, your POI is 29. What's my take after open? I want to see potentially an immediate reaction. I want to see price at least slow down. We do have 15 minutes, so we do have about 5 candles before the open. So I want to see what structure we have the next 5 candles, and then that will kind of give us an idea what we want to see at the open. But ideally, I want to see, I'm looking for a short-term long for today. Okay. Incognito, you said 15-minute structure. Okay. Your POI is 29339. 29339. Okay, that's for long, right? 29339. Is that for long? Okay. All right, makes sense. Right. Yeah. I mean, something that I also do. I don't. I know. I catch myself in it. I catch myself doing this. So, and I think it helps me. Normally, the sweeps that you'd see pre-market, they're actually valid, right? If you think about it, the sweeps that you see soon before the market opens are sometimes valid. So if you see a sweep happening pre-market and after the sweep you're starting to see like a good reaction, usually that reaction will hold during the open, right? That reaction will hold during the open. So at this point, this is like a very, very important critical time here for us. I really want to see what's going to happen with this low. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Bullish Judas swing short term, then sell off in the macro. Absolutely. I'm on the same page with you, CC. I'm definitely on the same page with you. Because if you look on the higher time frames, we are bearish. Like it's obvious that we are bearish, but obviously price doesn't move in one direction forever. You're most likely going to see pullbacks and whatnot. And that's what we're trying to catch. On the 15-minute, okay, let's look at the 30. The 30 is make more sense. Okay. So we do have a 30-minute gap right here. The price is currently in. Okay, let's not forget that. Okay, price is inside there, bro. This is literally moving pre-market. What the hell? What the hell, man? Okay, so this is inside of a fair value gap OB, right? So this area could actually spark like price, could actually turn price around. So we're going to be monitoring on the lower time frames, okay, to see what kind of PA we get, especially in this area, specifically in this area. We've taken out this particular low. All right, market opens in about 11 minutes. Market opens in about 11 minutes. We have everything connected, everything ready to go. We are ready to go, guys. Wow, we haven't even started the stream and we're at 3K likes. Nice. Appreciate. Thank you. Wow. I mean, it happened yesterday as well, right? The market opened and just was like, hey, I mean, it was pre-market. Pre-market, the market was like, let me dump how many points? Pre-market, it says, let me dump 300 points. Wild. But hopefully today we can get some good PA. We can get some good PA. Hopefully, PA. So if from now till the open, right? If I start to see 3-minute bullish structure, that will be nice. That would be nice. But at this point, price is literally dumping. Wow, that is a strong push below that level. We might be flipping bias. We might be flipping the bias here, guys. Yeah, that would leave a 15-minute gap above. What was he talking about though? Oh, for real? Interesting. Like, does he trade pre-market? I don't know. It's been a while since I watched any of his videos. Uncanny Labs. Yeah, man. This is looking just looking like it wants to go down. I still have this feeling that we might push up. Maybe that push up will just be to send price into like this area before like dumping. But let's see. Let's see, guys. Let's see. We also have an S&T, right, with the S&P 500. We have an S&T with S&P. And we're also reacting from this OB, right? So guys, if you're wondering what this is this thing here. It's basically an EMA, all right? That is marking the high and the close so that it creates a range, all right? It's just an EMA. It's nothing crazy. And when it's this color, it just tells you that it's hey, bottom tick is in the building. What an opening. Bro, we're listening. We're listening, bro. Bro, wait, wait. Are you still in that trade? Are you still in that trade, bro? Oh man. Yeah, bro. I don't know if you still have opportunities left. I don't know if you still have if you still have opportunities left. Let's see what today has. All right, let's see what today has. Bro, but bro, what the hell? Price is dumping. Price is dumping, it's not slowing down. Okay, is this what I'm thinking it is? Okay, okay, okay. Is this price slowing down? 6 minutes into the open, into the pre-market before the open. Is this price slowing down? Hmm. What? What? Wait. Bro, this is what? Did you guys see that? Yeah, guys, did you see that? 4 hour FEG? Oh yeah, we did. We tapped into a bearish 4 hour FEG. Let's see the daily. Daily is yeah, bro. You know, to be honest, this thing could sell off like this thing could sell off like immediately because yesterday's lows would be a very nice target. All right, yesterday's lows would be an interesting target for price. Why the hell don't I believe that? Yeah, because what we did yesterday was let's see the price here. Yeah, so guys, be careful, guys, be careful with the shorts, man. Like I'm going to be very honest with you. Be careful with the shorts, okay? Um, because if you think about why price turned around from where it turned around yesterday, right? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Somebody can look at this, right? This was it's literally a 4 hour gap that has been respected one time. It held price, pushed price out, and it came back into that area, right? It came back into that area. You're getting a not a similar reaction, but you're getting price move away from that. Now on the 4 hour, right? On the 4 hour, look at it. Yeah, we've tapped into a four. Wait, this is a 4 hour gap. I think someone said we tapped into a 4 hour gap. Did we? I don't think so. Right. So yeah, that's not reaction. This is like, this could just be closing up this gap to take price up. So if you're looking for shorts, there has to be a reason why you guys might be looking for shorts, right? So let's pay attention. Market opens in how many minutes? 2 and 20. Actually, it was the same week. So I thought that was okay. Okay, gotcha. All right. So, hmm. Bro, it's funny, bro. The market is funny, man. This is all happening pre-market. What? What? What the hell is going on, guys? Where's my phone? Guys, what's happening in the news? Let me know. What's happening? Are you guys checking the news? Okay. Yesterday's New Day is open. Okay, bro. It's no news. Guys, check financial juice or something. Maybe there's something we. Yeah, for real. Trump is probably speaking. He's probably tweeting something. Nah, I have to check. I have to check. So I check my news, especially for these breaking stuff. I check on Twitter at First Squawk. And what are they saying? There's really nothing that has been released in the last 7 minutes that could do that. So, what the hell? What the hell, you guys? Guys, be careful of shorts, okay? Because this could just surprise everyone. This could just surprise everybody. Still nothing. So what the hell is going on? So we've put so average NQ activities. All right, so this is what happened. Serious wick. We'll take the days low. 5 seconds, guys. Lock in. Lock in. Okay. 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 Oh, we opened and immediately we started shooting down. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Pending touch. Still nothing. Okay. So there's nothing really interesting happening in the news. It's gonna chop everyone, bro. That would be wild because yesterday was absolutely horrendous. Yesterday was nasty, nasty PA in my opinion. Amen. Somebody say amen to that. We're ending this day green. Let's go. Yeah. We're bro. All right, so we have tapped into that area. That's an FEG in discount. 30-minute. Okay, back in there. Bro, this is looking super bearish, guys. That's one thing. You don't want to catch a falling knife. You don't want to catch a falling knife. Yeah, don't chase the dragon. We have to wait till this thing settles. But bro, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Wild. What an open. Who said we're gonna have like a yeah, bro, it's like let me see the 1 minute. Yeah, bro, like think about it. It's going. It's just going, bro. Kelvin. Bro, have you guys heard of that news item that a lot of these hedge funds are selling? Kelvin, you're already in shorts, bro. You have the guts. You have the guts. Because if you're taking shorts, like your stops should be no less than 100 points. So I hope you are managing risk properly. Oh, yeah, bro. We're ending the week green. All right, we're ending this week green. No two ways. So we've closed. If literally was burst to, unfortunately got broke even. Who's saying buy now? We've closed up this thing, this gap. So let's see. We haven't actually taken this low, right? Now your bias is bullish. All right, let's see. Let's see. Guys, if I'm in a trade, you would see the numbers move, yeah? And it will be sent into the Telegram. Awaiting confirmation. Bro, we might get a long here, guys. If this includes bullish, we might get a long. If this includes bullish, we might get a long. We haven't taken this low, so this will be the best time for price to go. But what an open. What an open. What an open. How many seconds do we have on that? Nope. Guys, don't catch a falling knife. Kelvin, sorry? 4 minutes in right now. Yeah, 5 minutes. Are we sweeping now, though? Yeah. The price is showing us signs and wonders, so we have signs and wonders. August 20th. Bro, what did I just do? All the levels that we marked as liquidity are being absolutely disrespected. They're being run through. So, guys, when it comes to shorts, that might just be the play. Take note that we've taken our London low, okay? We've taken our London low. I do see that there was kind of a rejection on the wick of that candle. This candle. Nah, bro. I'm kind of anticipating like a reaction that will send price at least into some gap above. But there isn't. TP's at the current lows, okay. Ayabonga. Ayabonga, you're in shorts. All right. I mean, anyone in shorts would be printing, like, for real. I honestly want to know what your confluences were for taking shorts. Yeah, it looks like it's dumping. Ooh, bro, this volume is wild. This volume is crazy, guys. This is not price you need to play with. Yeah, bro. If you took a shot, bro, you should be printing. But that's like super high risk. Super high risk. Keep moving from time frame to time frame. I'm not really seeing anything interesting. Guys, if the bot takes a trade, yeah, just be careful, okay? Just be careful. Just be careful, because according to the bot, it is looking for a reaction to take a long. All right. So, and for me, honestly, like personally, right? And bro, the bot is trading mechanically, right? It's just trading purely mechanically. So if you see this aggressive movement, this is like scary for you, and the bot takes a long, you don't have to take it. Okay. You want to end this week green. Approaching equal lows on the 15-minute. Yeah, look at this candle. Look at this candle. This 15-minute candle, bro. See the 5-minute. 5-minute has a gap up here. 5-minute is respecting bearish order flow. 3-minute is also respecting bearish order flow. Because we took out this high, no reaction. We've taken out London low, no reaction. Anyway, this is the last candle that could potentially, this is the last candle the bot would consider for a long. If this doesn't close bullish, it would probably flip the bias. Yeah, but it'll be interesting if this thing, yeah, bro, because we do have gaps above. We do have gaps above we can use to take shorts. How do I create bias? Bias is mostly high time frame structure, right? High time frame structure. Could this be rebalancing? Yeah, I'm looking at, no, I'm not in a trade. I'm looking at this particular candle. The way the bot is programmed, it considers a number of candles after a liquidity sweep, and it looks for something after the sweep, right? And this candle is kind of doing it, right? This particular candle is doing it. So in 30 seconds, Bongo, you're in longs now. All right, cool. Guys, long, shorts. So basically, yeah, in 20 seconds, a bot might take a trade, but I'm just giving this, telling you guys to be careful, okay? Be careful with this because look, there's a lot of volume to the downside. This might fail, and I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, that was a doji. All right, that was a doji. So that didn't confirm anything. One, if you're bearish, two, yeah. So chat, let's know what chat, bullish or bearish. But the bot, hold on, bro. The bot is like, it's still hot looking for longs. Why the hell? So it's now awaiting confirmation on the next candle. Okay. So yes, something interesting is happening right now. This candle slowed down. We had a wick. This was a doji. And this is kind of showing us some bullishness. So we've taken out, I'd say we've taken out pretty significant liquidity, guys. So even if there's a trade here, right? Look on the 15, there is a huge gap here to fill. There's also a huge 15 up here to fill. Let's see the 30, there's a devil's mark right here. There's a gap right here. 5, there is a gap above, a 5-minute gap above here. So these are all levels where you can like go break even or protect yourself. All right, 3 minutes, there is a gap in here. 1 minute. And one funny thing about this PA, if we had like a tap in, yeah, we need a bullish pullback. The one thing about this PA is if we had like a tap in to a bearish fair value gap and a closure below, that that could have given us like a sell, bias flip sell. But price is just ripping. It's not even tapping into gaps. Bottom take, you said you're looking for shorts. All right. All right, all right, all right. Why is the spread looking that crazy? I just realized you guys are listening to that. You're listening to my Zen playlist. Mm. Guys, pay attention here. Hmm. Bottom take, bro. Yeah, guys, don't catch a falling knife or don't catch a falling knife unless you're seeing something that your model tells you to take, right? Something that is happening here is like we're getting like an IFEG on the 1 minute. After sweeping that low, there was like an internal low there. What the hell? Mm, 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 mm. If you break that low again, you're short of that IFEG. Guys, we might be getting along here. I mean, the bots might be getting along. I'm just not comfortable with this because I've seen this so many times. Not even too long ago, like very recently, we've seen that the market does this, like it pulls up pre-market, dumps down, and the rest of the session is like bearish. So I'm very skeptical about this. But technically, we need a pullback. 40 points. Guys, please, I'm really pleading with you guys. You don't need to take longs in this. The bot might take a trade, so if you want to follow the bot, fine. But that's not like me 100% in that trade. 100% confident in that. All right, so that we don't have that IFEG. Wait, we do. We actually do have that IFEG. Ooh. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. What's in take you're entering, right? What? The bot took a long, right? Did it? No, it didn't. Wait, it did. It did. It did. It did. Guys, the bot took a long. Yeah, but this is crazy. This is crazy. Guys, the bot is in a long. Is in a long 20 points for real? 20-point stop loss. God damn it. This might not work out. Well, let's see. Trusting the process, huh? Yeah, guys, as I said, you don't need to. Yeah, that didn't work out. That didn't work out. That didn't work out. It based on what you're seeing here, right? The bot is still in the trade, but the bot has actually closed the trade. It has actually closed it. What the hell was that? Why the hell did it close the trade? Bro, these brokers, so the fill was pretty bad. So what it did was the stop loss placement wasn't right. Yeah, if this plays out, it means that the brokers messed me up on this one. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, we're probably getting a pullback from here. But the brokers did me dirty on this one, guys. The brokers did me super dirty. I don't know how many of you guys are still in this. Okay, I don't know how many of you guys took this. If you took this, let me know. And if you're in this, let me know so that I can still help you out with the management of the trade. $19. So yeah, if you were in this, then this spike should have taken you, given you a break even. Are you for real? Yeah, so that's break even. So that's break even, guys. So this was the entry, stop loss was down here. But my stop loss was, let me show you where this thing plays my stop loss. My stop loss was here. Okay, this is looking super bloody. Guys, hold on, yeah? Hold on. If you're looking for longs, you might want to hold on with this one, okay? Break even. All right. See, we do have one opportunity, so this one, bro. Well, it would have been a break even if the bot placed things correctly, but no worries. No worries. What do we have above price? What gaps do we have above price? Okay, so we do have a 15-minute that would be ripe in the next 7 minutes. So if we're looking to jump on the sales, right, we need to wait for price to pull back into some area. Annoying. You know something about the trading view and the actual broker? You actually see the move happen before trading view. So I literally knew I would stop that before the thing moved. All right, so we've taken out Asia low. Look, we've taken out tons of liquidity and there's no reaction. There's literally no reaction. So the best thing to do right now will be to look for a continuation. And continuation will be a tap in and a rejection. Oh, this thing's still saying this. Bro, look at that 30-minute candle, bro. Look at that 30-minute candle. Man, this thing has put me down. It's crazy. So I am down. Nine. You have a reaction? I'm down about $700. Let's see. We've taken out what? Asia low. Hmm. Incognito, you're still waiting for a trade. Okay, so let's see if we create like a gap here. Man, so let me see. Let me see what we did here. 200 points. All right, so it looks like the move is literally not yet done. All right, so we might be able to catch something here, guys. Mhm. You know, when price moves like this, there's bound to be some form of a reaction. Mhm. Do, 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 do. Mhm. All right, so what is that? Is that the is that okay? Let's see if we get a CISD here. Well, if we get a CISD, that could be my second and last opportunity at this. Um, I don't want to dig myself into a pit that will be difficult to crawl out of. Yeah, there was an SMT. If you look on the 30 minutes, right, there was an SMT. NQ took an intermediate high, but ES wasn't able to take that, right? I think I mentioned that at the beginning of the stream that could actually send price lower. So if you're taking longs, be careful. Be careful. I've already had a taste of this. Oh, you mean like an SMT, a bullish SMT? Let me see. Nah, I'm not really seeing any SMTs, any bullish SMTs. 30 minutes, super strong, guys. We might just look for a pullback into this 15 and take shorts. Oh, okay, right. But well, okay, all right, because NQ is the stronger pair. So 10 a.m. guys, right? 10 a.m., 10 a.m., 10 a.m. 10 point already stopped. What do you mean? 10 a.m. Guys, the bot is, I don't know what, the bot is seeing red, red, red. The bot is seeing longs, longs, longs. Just because of the fact that, because of what happened pre-market. Okay. Yeah, it is doing that just because of what happened pre-market. It's seeing all this as low resistance liquidity, and it's just looking for the slightest opportunity for price to like show signs of turning around. Bro, but no, this I wouldn't understand this. This is annoying because these brokers pretty bad feel. I think I know what I'm going to do to fix that. Because for example, if you want to get in at this price, right? Let's say you want to get in at 10, right? And the slippage and price gets to 12, right? It should calculate the lot sizing and add 2 points to your stop loss so that your stop loss is still placed at the right place. I think I need to think about that. So, but you can tell like price is slowing down. I do believe that we might see lower prices, but we do have that 15-minute up here above this line that if we're looking for shorts, once price gets in here, right, we can like start to look for shorts. Let me note this thing down. All right, so let's see. This is the 10 a.m. open. That was a 10 a.m. open. I don't care. Bottom take, are you taking the 10 a.m.? All right. You sent something on Telegram? Oh, okay. Because mm, 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 mm. Taking the 10 a.m. We're about to tap into the 10 a.m. We're about to tap in. Finally. Finally, look, the bot has now flipped its bias bearish. What are you waiting for? All right, so 10 a.m. means that we do have a 50-minute gap above price. So what we're waiting for is a tap into this and then potentially catch shorts. Wait. Oh man. Bottom take. I was about to ask like what size stop you're looking at a fixed stop loss, right? Guys, I'm not taking this. We're just tape reading this, okay? We're not taking this. Just tape reading this. Today's Friday, guys. I don't want to. I want us to get something clean, okay? I want us to get something clean. The first trade was pretty unfortunate. That should have been a break even on my account, but it is. It was a full stop out. Wait, did this thing take the trade here? Hold on. It took it on my live account as well. My live account. Live account also experienced the same thing. Okay. Dave, is it Dave? David. Another good day of trading for me. Can't wait for Monday. Nice. Glad you guys are having a good time. What pairs are you trading? Are you trading the Nasdaq? Okay, that's a slippage. This? You're trading this? Oh, okay, okay, okay. All right. You're looking at a five? Yeah. For me, this is what I'm looking at. I think I didn't voice it out. On the three, right, I do see a slight break in structure right here, right? So if we're ready to go up, I'm kind of anticipating that we go up from here, at least pull back into this area. So once price gets in here, then probably do break even. But because I'm looking for a sell, I'm not like exploring this opportunity. I want price to get in here, and then we can start to see like the reaction towards the downside. So that was a 10 a.m. price, literally came back to close above it, and the price has come back to tap into it. There's a second tap in to the 10 a.m. open. Nasdaqistan. Bro, the Nasdaq has been crazy. The Nasdaq has been crazy, but I'm not surprised. Like this kind of PA usually continues bearish for quite some time, and then it might just start to slow down and move sideways. So I'm not surprised. I wasn't fully confident in that long. I wasn't fully confident. um yeah, so 10 a.m. has been run through multiple times. Let's think about a way to that's right. Nasdaq, don't do us like that, bro. Don't do us like that. Hmm. So there is a gap forming here, guys. There is a quite it's quite significant. In my opinion, that is quite significant. So let's see if the 3 minute creates this gap. Let's see if we can get a move here, a continuation move. Come on. What is price doing? Good. We're definitely looking for lower prices. This is for me. This will be like a good target, like targeting the previous day's low, right? Because as long as we haven't tapped the previous day's low, okay, we do have a 3 minute gap here. Let's see if we can tap into that. Paragon FX, thanks for following. I appreciate it. Oh, we're at 8,700 likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Guys, I trade with XNest. That's my broker. The link is in my bio. I have an affiliate link in the bio, my bio. So if you wanted to trade with them, you can use that account. You can use that link. This is literally going to be the last hope for this move down. And yes, guys, the chat, the VIP chat, I want to make it, private, a private chat. So if you're not in already, please join before the end of August. Okay. You can join the chat before the end of August because I'm going to make it a private group chat. And what else? A few things. Yeah, so for the trade signals for the bots, if you wanted the signals for the bots, everything the bot is taking, you do need to access the link in my bio as well. Everything is in there. So you just access the bot on Telegram and follow the instructions. Everything is literally automated. Once you follow the steps, you should be able to get access. Okay, so guys, if we get down here, we might bounce at this level. Guys, you remember the last time we took a trade like that? As soon as we got here, I manually executed a trade, and bro, that was an interesting trade. And as you can see, yesterday, for example, we tapped that exact level, and then there was a reaction from there as well. I think a couple days back we did have some reaction. Oh, I was mistaken. Yeah, I think it was this day. Yeah, here. You can tell that there was actually a long trigger. As soon as we closed past this. I mean, this trade, the confluence was different, right? But the fact that it bounced off this area was amazing. That was a nice this thing there. Nice cheeky trade there. But let's see what price is doing. Let's see what price is doing right now. Um, hmm. Bro, who took the trade from the top there? Was it Kelvin? Was it Kelvin who took the trade from up there, bro? Kelvin, if you held your trade, you should be printing. You should be in stacks of cash right now. Let's see if there's any reaction from here. Mhm. Mm, 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 mm. Yep. Still, so we've we've moved down about how many points? About 200 points. And you know the Nasdaq doesn't move in one direction forever. There's two things that could happen, right? At this point, there's two things that could happen. Hey, MS, what's up? Malcolm X, bro. Yeah, I thought you were someone else. To be honest, I for real thought it was someone else. Peak song choice, Titanium. All right, so we're in that three. We're in that three. We're in that three. Interesting reaction from that three. Crane Infinity. That song sounds familiar. Okay. I added that to the queue. Okay, so we've tapped this 3 minute gap. If we close below this green line, we could get a short. That would also mean we're flipping this fair value gap here to get an IFEG. So it makes sense because we're sweeping this high. In fact, this is an interesting setup, right? We're sweeping this high, and then we're coming to sweep this low at the same time flipping this FEG. So let's see if that happens. All right, that could give us a short. The only thing I'm not happy with, or I'm not comfortable with, is this like this support. Yeah, this support level that price has bounced off many times. So let's see. But that level could be your break even. Once we rip through that level, which the previous day's low, you can just go break even and protect yourself. It's now our bottom tick is now like, hey Venom, what's good, my brother? Okay, okay. There's also a 1 minute gap being created up there as well. Nah, Venom, we didn't catch shorts. We didn't catch shorts. We knew that that's, whoa, what is happening? Okay. We just wicked up into that area. And there is a rejection. How's it looking on the one? How's it looking on the one? Okay, so he's left behind a 1 minute gap. It's left behind a 1 minute gap. Yeah. So I mean this is literally the last call for shorts, right? this fails, if this continues to break, then we might just get some more consolidation. Yeah. So there's two things we can do. Like we can only short this market. Like I wouldn't advise longing this. Um, on if we want to long, then price needs to come here. Right? We can't just long from this area. If we need to long, the price needs to come down here, right, and show us an immediate reaction. But in my opinion, we should still be looking for shorts. Okay, the 3 minute gap. It is a 3 minute gap that is holding price currently. 3 minute gap holding, giving us a. Is there anything on the 5? Yeah, there's a 5 minute gap as well. All right. So IFEG traders will take this. Right. IFEG traders will take this. I don't know if they're going to get cooked on this, but I know IFEG traders will be taking this. IFEG traders will be taking this on the 1 minute. Bro, I watched a video earlier today, huh? It was about like racism and stuff. And if you watch that video, bro, you would automatically be triggered. Regardless of the race, regardless of your race, you would be triggered by that video. Like there was an interview with this like former racist guy. So they asked him how he used to see black people before, you know, before the anti-slavery era. And then what he said, it was triggering. What he said was absolutely triggering. So this is a tape read. This is not an actual trade. IFEG traders will take this based on the fact that we're tapping into a 5 minute gap, and this also a 3 minute gap. We do have what do you call it? We do have a 1 minute inversion fair value gap right here. So IFEG traders will take this short and put their stops up here and do a 1:2, I guess, or pretty much take this low. But it is clearly not working. I just noticed that. Some supplement I've been taking. Anytime I take the supplement, it gives me a headache. That's a bad sign. That's a bad thing, isn't it? Wow, this is two double confirmation that this thing wants to go up. Yeah. It's I don't know, you guys know of Shilajit. So Push up, push down. So we have a CISD one. This is one CISD confirmation. This is another CISD and a break of structure right here. Yeah, this thing not gonna go up. I honestly don't want to manually execute this. Yeah, sick ribs. I used to take it. I wasn't very sure that that was what was giving me headaches, but I decided to take it today, this morning, and kind of have a headache. So, Shilajit, I don't know if it's too strong or I don't know. Yeah, probably. Yeah, my electrolytes. Yeah, I try to drink a lot of water, bro. And yeah, electrolytes. I need to get some electrolytes. I don't know where to get some here in Ghana. I don't know if you guys know something I can like put in the water. Usually, I'll just like take salt. I'll just take salt randomly. But I think there are brands who have like these things in like packs and stuff. Yeah, watermelon has. Yeah, that's right. Watermelon is good. Guys, what is going on? Okay, so 10:30. Let's see. We have a yeah, guys. So what I'm seeing here is price has slowed down. Okay, price has slowed down, and I anticipate that we could be moving up at least into this 15-minute fair value gap. Okay, just to continue taking price lower, right? And the only scary thing about this is we've had like aggressive volume, and sometimes price might not even want to come into this gap. Okay, it might just want to keep pushing. So you think, oh, it's slowed down, it's kind of creating some bullish structure, right? You take the long, and then boom, immediately rips you, just destroys you. All right, it wouldn't come here. You notice that it would just not come back here. So that's the only thing crazy about this kind of PA, right? So in my opinion, if you were to ask me, you had a gun to my head, you were to ask me, what bias should I stick with? I'll say stick with the bearish bias. Okay, just stick with the bearish bias. If your model shows you something that looks like price is going down, it's probably right. Okay, so you're better off going along with a trend. The trend is your friend. It's cliche, but it's correct, right? It's cliche, but it works. The trend is your friend. Pending touch 29.3. Wait, guess, weren't you up? Guess, I thought you were up though. I thought you were up today. You were. What happened? Oh, you mean like you almost, bro? But you're up now, right? You said you're up now. I guess you're still up, regardless. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah. I can imagine how that felt. Like if you're back up, guys, let the account rest. All right, let it rest for the weekend. All right. So given the data, structural stop would have lost more today, and in 30 days, it would have saved zero. Okay, nice, 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 nice. Nice. We have about 20 minutes to see if Price does something interesting for us to catch a trade. I do have one last opportunity. Guess I feel the relief. A structural stop would have lost more today and in 30 days it would have saved 0 to 1 trades. How do you want to stop anchored? Romeo, we're not joining. We're not joining. Whichever of she's closer to the fill, rest never exceeds 1 hour. Hey, we up. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I'm actually down this week by like point 0.7. Hopefully, if we get a good trade, then that could like put us green. But yeah, we'll see. This week has been crazy. This week has been interesting. Title of the two, whichever structure is close out, risk no exceeds 1. All right, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guest. Guest 3187. Recommended. All right. All right, GG's. Mhm. All right, so as you can see, price is joking around. Like this is F around and find out PA. All right, this is F around and find out PA. So guys, do not engage, okay? Do not engage. Stop this. How many of you guys are inside the Telegram? Yeah, how many of you guys are inside the Telegram? I want to know how many people are in the stream and are in the Telegram as well. Let me know. Oh, it's in my bio. It's my bio. If you get into my bio, it's literally the first link. Ah, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. There's the OGs in there, like bottom take. But yeah, regardless, I think regardless of whatever you trade, yeah, you could share something that could help someone in the group. So today's stop. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to figure out a solution to what happened. So you see this actually was a break-even trade, but it actually took a loss on the broker. So I'm trying to figure out a way that regardless of slippage and delayed fills, we can still have the stop loss placed at the right place. And like we can still respect the levels, right? So the the bot would still have the stop loss where it's supposed to be. It will still have the break even where it's supposed to be, regardless of what the broker is doing. All right. So if it's break even, whatever price it is, it should go break even. Right. So that's what I'm trying to do so that this day would have been a break even day. Guys, you know something I'm looking at, but we're still bearish. We're still bearish. The only thing I'm waiting for is for price to get up in here in this 15. Like we're not looking for any longs at this point. We just want to wait for price to get in here and then we act on that. Yeah, bottom take. Awesome, awesome. But yeah, don't chase, bro. Don't chase. We said we're gonna end the day green. All right, bro. I'm pinning your comment, man. Let's catch the vibes. Let's let's see if that happens today. Um all right, cool. Awesome. Yeah, so that group is going to be a private group soon. So I just want to make sure anyone who comes into the stream all the time at least gets access. So yeah. Today's all right. We are getting into that area, so I think it's just a waiting game at this point. Let's see the range here. All right, that fair value gap sits inside 50% of that range, so that is good. We want to see at least a 50% retracement in order to take price lower. Guys, we're at 11,000. We are at 11,000 likes. Guys, so the people who have been catching these 1:10, 1:20 trades, like, I don't know who's in here who catches 1:20, 1:15. Bro, what is your win rate looking like? I want to know. Because sometimes you see the people who post these like high. You used to catch those trades. You know, people who normally take those trades. It's mid RR. I'm looking at the win rate, to be honest. Like, some people take trades like that, but like, to be honest, they lose like a lot more than they win. But it's like the RR, accounts for the losses. But I don't know. Okay. I mean, if you're doing, look, profitability, right? 50%, 1:2, you are profitable. You know, yeah. If you're doing a 50%, yeah. If you're doing a 50%, what do you call it? I was thinking about it earlier. Okay, sure, bro. I was thinking about it. The times that I made the most money in trading, my win rate was like 1:5, right? 1:5. I was doing a 1:5 hour. I was doing 1:5 hour trades, and also, what do I really remember about that period? The days that I could like make a lot of money in one trade, high win rate, very few trades, like 1, 2 trades. I was still doing very few trades. Um, what else? There was this. What was I using? Hold on, let me see if I remember. That was a US 30 period. That was a period I was trading US 30. I don't really recall. Was I using any indicators? Was I using any indicators trading US 30? I don't really recall, but I guess I was, right. I guess I actually was probably was using EMAs or something. But yeah, high win rates. I mean, it's good, especially if you have, if you know that your strategy, maybe every single day you have like 1, 2 trade ideas that can play out, that can give you a 1:5. Even if you take the first loss, you know that the second trade could be a win. That's pretty good. Sandra says she needs a friend from Ghana. Yes, Sandra. Friends from Ghana. Friends from Ghana. Sandra, are you serious? All right, price is slowing down. Price has slowed down drastically. Price is not doing anything. We have like 8 minutes, guys. Bro, the Nasdaq, indeed. I've been watching some videos online, and people have been saying the Nasdaq has been on some stuff. I didn't want to believe it because, to be honest, last year, 2025 August was one of my best months. Let me see if I can pull up the. So I was on a TradeZella account. Let me see if my TradeZella account is still TradeZella. Last year, 2025 was literally one of my best months, right? But this 2026 August has been total nonsense. Let me log into TradeZella. Let's see. I don't know if my account will still be there. I don't have a subscription. I don't know if they'll keep my trades. Will they keep my trades? Bro, they change a lot of things in TradeZella. Your subscription is inactive. So my data is also gone. Yeah, yeah. To be honest, there's literally nothing there. I know. Hold on. Let me filter to see if the data is there. Oh, there is data. Hold on. There is data. Let me go to last year. Last year, August. That's good. They don't delete data. August, September. Okay. What are we doing? What are we doing? Nasdaq is doing nothing. Yeah, I'm trying to see the data for last year August because last year August was one of my best months. August. Oh, you're gonna hear me roar. Why is it? There's nothing here, literally. There's absolutely nothing here. Why? Ayush was good. Yeah, so for I was about to repeat what you typed. So I'm waiting for price to tap into this thing and yeah, bro, it's crazy. Mhm, mhm. 5 minutes. Okay, so you let me adjust this. Let me put this here and mark this out and look at the five. What are you looking at on the five though? Will you send something? Hold on, let me see. Okay. Is that's an example? Oh, bro, I mistook incognito. I mistook your comment for bottom ticks example. Bottom tick. I'm gonna ask again. It escaped me. This is futures, right? You're trading futures or CODs. I'll remember this time. Okay. Nasdaq is saying like, "Hey, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done." That's what Nasdaq is saying right now. Oh, so that level is literally just above price. Was that model looks like the ICT 2020, ICT 2022? What you just put in the chat. That's classic ICT 2022. Where your stops, like you had very tight stops on that. Hmm. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing them from Journal. Journal. It's Journal Incognito. SK. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Understood. Brother, you're in longs. Okay. Yeah, that looks like using the golden zone, right? Of the fib. I used to trade that a couple years ago. On basically on the high time frames. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I used to trade some years ago, but that was what pairs? I was trading that on like forex pairs, like like GBP, USD, USD, JPY, etc. Okay, okay, okay. That's like yeah. And if you look at the structure as well, this is looking like ICT 2022, where you have like a sweep and then you have a break. So you're waiting for a retracement into ICT will take the entry on the fair value gap, right? As soon as we tap into the fair value gap with the stops are above that green candle, right? The green candle in the golden zone. Sweet. You ended the day green? Let me know. You ended the day green? Reading feeling blessed. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. Why? For Monday, 1st September, this kind of blah 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 blah. Okay. Okay. So we are in this. Ah, yeah, yeah, you did. Bro, how many trades did you take today? How many trades did you take today, bro? I'm losing count. So we're inside a 30 minute. We're also about to tap this 15, but unfortunately we're beyond the 11 a.m. Eastern mark. Yeah. All right, Incognito. Yeah, I'll be signing out in a sec. I'll be signing out in a sec. Probably am not going to take another trade. We're gonna see what Monday has to offer. Hopefully next week is good. I mean, this week we took some interesting trades, but you know, Incognito, appreciate your support. Have a good weekend. We're gonna link up on Monday. Yeah, guys. So basically, the session is done, but I do want to just stay a few seconds, few minutes to see what is happening inside of this 15. We're digging into that area. We're digging into that 15. Yeah, it's interesting, especially when you go into the weekend red. You literally will be thinking about the P&L. How are you gonna like come out of it, right? And sometimes you would like ask yourself, like you took that trade on Friday and you didn't stop, you kept going, and then you dug yourself into like a deeper hole that gets difficult to crawl out of. So price is in this 15-minute gap. Guys, I'm not going to take another trade, okay? I'm not going to take another trade, but I'm just here watching what's going on. All right. We're literally done for the session. So you know what? Let me just wrap things up on YouTube. So YouTube family, or do we still keep the stream going on YouTube? Oh, yeah. Let's leave the stream up on YouTube. So this is literally what I'm looking at. It's after the 11 a.m. So I don't think this might work out, but we're just monitoring to see what happens. Hey Sean, I didn't see you in there. What's up? What's good, Sean? So yeah, this is just we're tape reading, okay? We're not actually taking trades, but this is an idea. But this might not work looking at the time. Okay, session is done. Yo, hold on. Means the whole weekend. Yeah, yeah. We all good, right, chat? Yeah, yeah. So, bro, yeah, yeah. I'm just hanging around. Just a few more minutes. Yeah, bro. Bottom take. We're done. We're done. We're good. We're good. So I'll catch you guys in the Telegram. Okay. I'll catch you guys in the Telegram. I'm just giving it like 5 minutes. I want to see what kind of reaction we get from this 15. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. I'm not taking another trade. But yeah, thanks for looking out for brother. I'll see you guys. Take care. Yeah, there's potentially going to be like a turnaround from that area, but unfortunately, I'm not going to take that. We're just tape reading this. So let me put it on here as a tape read, so no one kind of takes this. Okay. Mm, Yeah, stream. I'm ending the stream in about 3 minutes, guys. If you're not already in the Telegram, make sure you join the Telegram. I'll catch you guys on Monday. Okay, catch you guys on Monday. Still have a little more work to do before the weekends. My week hasn't ended yet. I still need to do a couple more things on the agency side. So yeah. Yeah, bro, AM's over. I'm actually not looking for a trade. We just we're just tape reading this, bro. But what's up? What's up? How was today? How did today go? Structural. Oh my goodness. All right, in 2 minutes we're bouncing. Yo, saying I didn't know. I just noticed I was on mute. So yeah, bro, I'm not looking for a trade. I'm actually tape reading, and yeah, yeah, tape reading. So we're anticipating during the session. We're anticipating price to come into this 15 and bounce out of this 15 back to the downside. But price has literally done its thing already. Yeah, it's literally done its thing already. It's currently in the 15, so I just wanted to see what kind of reaction was gonna happen in that 15. But yeah, session is over. I will be ending the stream in a few minutes. We might just run some games. I might just like 5 minute bullish gap. 5 minute bullish gap. Oh, okay, this one. Price never came in, right? Man, yeah. This one. Okay, so okay. There's a 5 minute gap down there. Oh, okay. Yeah. There was bound to be some form of a reversal down here. A lot of people were anticipating that we're going to sweep yesterday's low at least before we turn back around, but that makes it even suspect. Yeah. The fact that price did not sweep the low, it makes it pretty sus because like this becomes like relatively equal lows, and this 15 could actually hold price and send price back down. But yeah, unfortunately, we don't have the opportunity to do that. Right. It does make sense. Bro, that would be absolutely painful, bro. Yeah, that would be, let me see. Uh yeah, I see. I run this shit like cardio. All right, guys, it's been a good session. Appreciate your time. We will be back on Monday. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that in the 1 minute. I saw that. These break evens, man. There has to be a solution. There has to be a solution. Are you running the data? Have you gotten to a stage where you can like test out the strat on like using AI? Because that could like give you a lot of data, bro. I thought it was BE though. Oh, okay. Crazy. Yeah, bro. Look, the way my tokens get exhausted, man, you have to take advantage of that. Because if he has unlimited, bro, you should be able to do something real quick. Because at this point, my thing renewed like Wednesday. Today's what, Friday? My thing renewed Wednesday. I've almost exhausted like 80%. Right. So if it ends, I have to like wait until Wednesday before I'm able to use it again. Right. That's nice. Bro, you should be making a good buck from there. Because cybersecurity, bro, businesses don't take cybersecurity. They don't like take it for granted. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. I know, right? Hmm. All right, fellas, it's time. I will catch you guys next week, Monday. Oh, okay, so it was OPEX because okay, OPEX. Really, I didn't even take note because there were like some super spikes before and just after the open, which didn't make sense. I'm sure that was literally the reason why. Okay, all right, YouTube fam, TikTok fam. I will see you guys on Monday. Trade safe. Yeah, don't go do anything crazy on the charts. It's a Friday. All right, Saint. Stay safe. Thanks for hopping in.